Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Ricky Templeton back here with another video. In today's video, we got my World Baseball Classic predictions for 2023. Yes, guys, the 2023 World Baseball Classic is around the corner, and we got an exciting tourney to come up. I mean, we got powerhouse team after powerhouse team. I mean, the pools are pretty stacked, not gonna lie. And overall, there's just a lot of competition. So without further ado, let's get right into these predictions. Alright guys, so we are going to be doing our predictions here. And if you look up onto the screen, I have an image of what the pools look like, as well as the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship. So we got in Pool A, we got Chinese Taipei, the Netherlands, Cuba, and Italy. And the qualifying team for this one is Panama. So, in this pool, I have the Netherlands going a perfect 4-0, Cuba going 3-1, Chinese Taipei going 2-2, Panama going 1-3, and Italy going 0-4. So, unfortunately, I have Chinese Taipei, Panama, and Italy not making it to the next round, and having the Netherlands going 4-0, making them the Pool A winner, making Cuba the Pool A runner-up. I think the Netherlands having a 4th place finish in the last World Baseball Classic kind of gives them that momentum, as well as them kind of playing well against other top teams like Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic last year. Really make them they're kind of on the rise when it comes to international baseball events like this. And they got fire unis. I'll put them up on the screen right now. Those unis are tough. So I think they really build on their last World Baseball Classic, and they win Pool A. Now Pool B, there's an obvious freaking winner in Pool B. I mean, Japan. I have Japan going a perfect 4-0. I have Korea actually dropping 2 games and winning 2 games. Then I have Australia. Actually, no, scratch that. I have Korea going 3-1, Australia going 2-2, China going 1-3, and Czech Republic going 0-4. I think Japan has a dominant 4-0 pool play finish, like people expect. Korea, they are very good at baseball, any kind of age group in baseball, whether that's little league, high school ages, or adult ages. Korea has a very good baseball country in general. And I think Australia's on the rise, but they're just not there yet. I don't think they're there just yet. But Japan, Korea take the 1 and 2 spot, having Japan win the pool and Korea going the runner-up, having Australia just there, but China and Czech Republic not so close. Pool C, we got the USA going a perfect 4-0. Then we got Mexico going 1-3 actually. Then we got Colombia taking that second runner-up spot at 3-1. Canada 2-2. We got Great Britain as the 3rd qualifying team going 0-4. I think the USA build off of their last title, their first ever title actually in the World Baseball Classic, might I add. I think they build off of that with their powerful offense. But I think the pitching kind of struggles, but the hitting and their hitting position players just, I think, outweighs their kind of mid-ish pitching. So I think that's what helps them a lot, and that's what gets them their 4 W's to move on to the next round and have them become the Pool C winner, and the Colombian team being the Pool C runner-up. And in Pool D, this is a very good pool. We have Puerto Rico, Venezuela, the DR, Israel, and the qualifying team number 4, which is Nicaragua. I think Puerto Rico goes 3-1, grabbing that runner-up spot. Venezuela going 2-2, sadly, getting that 3rd seed in this pool. DR obviously going a perfect 4-0. Israel, their skill isn't there, but their heart is there. They're a very scrappy team, I feel like, and they're a very slept-on team. Someone said I want Israel to make the next round. I would completely agree with that. I think they're a very slept-on team, but I just, in this kind of pool, there's just so much other talent to be going around. They have two tough teams like the DR and the Puerto Rican team. I just don't see them really making it to the next round and beating another team like Venezuela. So that's why I think the only dub they get is against Nicaragua, and they are 1-3. And I think Nicaragua just has a tough break with them being the 4th qualifying team and being in this kind of pool. That's where they go 0-4, I believe. Now, we got the quarterfinals for the World Baseball Classic. For the quarterfinals, Game 1 will be Pool B runner-up. Pool B runner-up versus Pool A winner. So in this, I have this with my bracket. Personally, I would have Korea versus the Netherlands in quarterfinals Game 1. Now, again, Netherlands know how to make a deep run in this. Koreans, I just don't see them beating Netherlands. I think Netherlands ultimately takes the dub here in the quarterfinal matchup, and they head on to the semifinals, where they were eliminated in the other last 2017 World Baseball Classic. And the Koreans make a decent run, but they just run into a brick wall with a good Netherlands team. Game 2 of the quarterfinals, we got Pool A runner-up versus Pool B winner. So the runner-up for Pool A is Cuba versus Pool B winner, which is Japan. Now, it's a very good matchup. I think this could go either way, but I think if Shohei Ohtani did pitch Game 1 or Game 2 or whatever he pitched in the pool play, I think he should pitch this game to get them kind of to that semifinal, in which he would have another game of rest and be able to pitch the championship game, maybe, if they make it that far. So I think they could pitch Shohei Ohtani, and if they did, and maybe if they didn't, I still think Japan has a very, very good shot at winning this whole thing, considering if Shohei Ohtani said that in his own eyes, he's not even the best player on this team. So I still think Japan gets a win over Cuba, but I don't think it will be a dominant win like their pool play games. I think that it might be a nail biter, maybe like a 7-5, 5-3 type of game. Japan wins. Next quarterfinals number 2, we got Pool C runner-up versus Pool D winner, and in this, that would be the Dominican Republic as the Pool D winner versus the runner-up for Pool C, and I have Colombia playing the DR. So I have Colombia playing the DR, in which I think Colombia as another just good run in the World Baseball Classic. They just hit a brick wall, I feel like. Also with the DR having a very good stacked roster with the lineup as well as pitching, and I think they're just outnumbered crazy. They're just crazy outnumbered, and that's why I think DR will take a dominant win. I feel like I think this could be a 10-0 game easy, or at least a 10-2 type of game easy. So I think the DR eventually win that game and head to semifinals like they always seem to do in every World Baseball Classic. So we got Pool C winner versus Pool D runner-up, which is the USA versus the Puerto Rico team, and this is the rematch of the last championship game. And I think, honestly, this game could go either way, but I think it depends on who pitches this game, and I ultimately think that the USA has the edge when it comes to hitting just a tad bit. I mean, they have the 3rd ranked best player in the MLB. They have Captain America himself, Mike Trout, other MVP nominees, MVP winners, Gold Glove winners, stuff like that. So I think the offense ultimately outweighs their pitching in this matchup, and I think the USA win it in a nail-biter against Team Puerto Rico, and they head to the semifinals once again in the World Baseball Classic. So, in the semifinals, we would have the winner of Game 1 of the semis, which would be Pool B runner-up, which I have Korea, and the Pool A winner, which was the Netherlands. And we would have Pool A runner-up, which is Cuba, versus Pool B winner, which is Japan. So we would have the Netherlands versus Japan. So again, Netherlands versus Japan. Honestly, I think this could be a very, very good game. I think it could either way. It could be a coin flip, but I'm going to safely say that Japan pulls it out, because I think they just have more depth and more to their roster than the Netherlands. I think the Netherlands have scratched their way somehow to get to the semifinals and are just left with nobody. So that is why I feel like they just take the L, because I think they just have nobody else to pitch. Everyone's tired and all that. That is why I think Japan are heading to another championship game in the World Baseball Classic. And that brings us to our second semifinal game, which is the Pool C runner-up versus Pool D winner of that game, which I said is the DR versus the Colombian team. DR won that, and then Puerto Rico versus USA. So it would be the DR versus the USA. DR versus USA. Now, honestly, what I would love if USA got back to the championship game, but I think the DR is just crazy talented, crazy talented. And honestly, I think the DR might actually win this one. I think the DR might actually win this one with a nail biter and a heartbreaker, I feel like. And ultimately, I think in the championship game, it will be Japan versus Dominican Republic. And this is a very, very good championship game. Very, very good championship game. And I'm going with the Dominican Republic are going to be the 2023 World Baseball Classic champions, as I think very, very much other people think that this is a big possibility as with happening, because the DR just, you can see the lineup, they can swing it. They have a lot of young dudes, a lot of studs on that team. Future Hall of Famers are going to be Hall of Famers. I mean, it's just crazy how just their pitching depth is nuts. Every one of those guys in their starting rotation could be one or at least twos on multiple MLB rosters. So that is why I think that the DR will beat Japan in the championship game. I think if Shohei Ohtani doesn't throw this game, that would be disappointing, and I think he does. But I think ultimately the DR roster will be too much for him, and I think the DR eventually figures him out a little bit, and I think Japan's luck will run out. But I'm telling you, this championship game will not be a blowout whatsoever. I think it will be somewhat like a 2-1 game. DR wins, maybe like a walk-off single or something like that. But yeah, I think the DR are going to win it. And yeah, guys, this has been Ricky Templeton with my World Baseball Classic predictions. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content, more shorts, more baseball content in general. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about this. And again, it's been Ricky Templeton. Peace out, guys.